morning, everybody. So welcome to this edition of Self-Publishing Pointers. This is a live event that I do regularly just to answer some of the common questions that I get asked by authors looking to self-publish. And this week's question is, why should I invest in professional book design if I'm self-publishing? The reason why a lot of authors ask me this is that self-publishing as a system, as a process, is available to anybody, and you don't really need to have professional artwork. You can just upload a manuscript straight from Word. But there are some obvious downsides to doing this. There's a lot of things that go into professional book design that makes your book just that much easier to read, that much more eye-catching on the shelf or when you're flicking through Amazon, and a lot of people just don't have the skills in order to do that themselves. And really the best way for me to explain this is to actually show you the difference that professional design can make. So a couple of years ago, I was extremely privileged to be able to work on the autobiography of Peter Boyzot. Now, he's the founder of Pizza Express, and his autobiography had been out on the market for quite a while, and my understanding was that it was originally produced by a friend of his, and it was time to do a second edition. Now, this is what the book originally looked like. I do apologise that it is kind of back to front, but you can see then the logo is a bit pixelated. There isn't really sort of a lot of thought that's gone into the design. And the inside is fairly plain as well, so not really, a lot went into it. It is, a lot better than just putting up a Word manuscript. Some design work has gone into it, so that's, that's a bit better than just putting up your raw manuscript. However, this is the difference that professional design makes, okay? The cover has got a lot more interest, a lot more character to it. It suits the content of the book just that much better. And the inside has also been a lot more considered as well. So, and as I'm flicking through, it's, the chapter breaks and section breaks are a lot more obvious than they used to be. And it's, it all just, stands out and is just that little bit easier to read than it was before. So if you need any reason as to why you go professional as opposed to doing it yourself, if you were stood in a bookstore or flicking through Amazon, out of these, and you saw these two books, which would you actually buy? This one or this one? So, investing in professional book design, yes, it is expensive to do up front. I'm not going to, to lie, because cheap design, you generally end up with cheap results. But investing in good quality professional book design, and ideally from a designer who has experience with book design and not just general graphic design, is just going to make your book that much more successful, which means you're going to get more return in the long run. It's going to boost your profile more. It's going to add to your credibility more. And, it's just going to tick all of the boxes as to why you should be self-publishing in the first place. There is no point going down this process and investing in doing a self-published book if you aren't going to do it properly and give your story justice. So, if you want to know more about the professional book design services that I offer, ping me in a PM. Lovely to have a chat. Even if you're self-published already, second editions can make a really, really big impact. So look forward to speaking to you, and have a fantastic week, everybody, and we will speak again next week.